Tennessee is a very popular state to live in due to its southern hospitality, natural beauty, and thriving music scene. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the advantages and disadvantages of living in Tennessee so you can decide whether or not Tennessee is the right fit for you and your family. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Brenna and I'm a realtor with Simply Home in the Middle Tennessee area. I'm here to answer any or all questions that you may have about living in Tennessee, so be sure to reach out to me and also be sure to subscribe because I post weekly. Alright, so let's jump right into the video and start off with our first pro, which is affordability. Tennessee has been ranked as one of the most affordable states in the country. When compared to the national average, things like groceries, gas, utilities, and rent prices are all under the national average. In fact, the state's consumer utility costs ranked as the fourth lowest in the nation at 76% of the U.S. average. Property taxes are also more affordable, with the average effective property tax rate sitting at 0.71% currently. Although Tennessee's cost of living is more affordable than other states, it's important to keep in mind that the metro areas of the major cities that we have here in Tennessee, including Knoxville, Nashville, Memphis, and Chattanooga, the prices are going to be a little bit higher in those areas when compared to smaller towns here in Tennessee. Overall, Tennessee's affordability is one of the most attractive factors for families, young professionals, and retirees looking to relocate. The second pro to living in Tennessee is that you'll get to enjoy all of Tennessee's natural beauty. In my opinion, Tennessee is one of the most beautiful states in the country. From the Great Smoky Mountains in eastern Tennessee to the rolling hills in Middle Tennessee to the Mississippi River views in Memphis, you can find gems of natural beauty all across the state. With more than 1,000 miles of trails, Tennessee state parks offer visitors and residents views of gorgeous mountain ranges, lakes and rivers, unique geological rock formations, and magnificent waterfalls. We have more than 80 state parks here in Tennessee, and some of my favorite include Natchez Trace, Harpeth River, Fall Creek Falls, and South Cumberland State Park. We have the most visited national park in the country here in Tennessee, known as the Great Smoky Mountains. I highly encourage you to check out the Great Smoky Mountains if you haven't. It's definitely a beautiful park, and you may get lucky enough to see a bear while you're there. Tennessee is one of the 9 states here in the U.S. that do not have a state income tax. On average, residents of Tennessee save up to $2,000 a year with this no state income tax, so this is a huge benefit to living in Tennessee. Having less tax burden definitely makes a difference in your financials, so if you're looking for a more tax-friendly state, then you may consider moving to Tennessee. Our state has a ton of history and cultural relevance, so you'll never run out of attractions to explore here in Tennessee. Tennessee's culture has been deeply rooted in our agricultural economy and southern hospitality. Nashville is well known for being the country music capital of the world, with attractions like the Country Music Hall of Fame and the Grand Ole Opry. Venture out from Nashville and you'll find plenty of charming small towns with historic downtown districts within an hour's drive of the Music City. Eastern Tennessee is well known for their beautiful mountains, lakes, and rivers, but did you know that early mountaineers played a pivotal role in the emergence of bluegrass music? Towns like Gatlinburg and Townsend host annual festivals featuring bluegrass and folk music honoring its historic roots in the area. West Tennessee is known for attractions such as Graceland, the home of Elvis Presley, and Beale Street. You can find hidden gems of cultural relevance and history all across the state, making Tennessee a very exciting place to live and explore. My last pro is that Tennessee has a very welcoming and friendly community feel. Here in Tennessee, it's very normal to go out and talk to your neighbors, talk to people in grocery stores, and just embrace your community as a whole. Southern hospitality is definitely very prevalent here in Tennessee, so if you're looking for a state that is going to have welcoming communities and have that Southern charm that you're looking for, then Tennessee may just be the right place for you. All right, so now that we're finished with the pros section, let's talk about the cons to living here in Tennessee. The first con to living in Tennessee is the hot, humid summers that we have here. With 90-degree heat and high humidity, Tennessee summers can be rough. Air conditioning during the summertime is essential here, so if your air conditioning unit breaks, you'll want to get it fixed ASAP. And on the other hand, we have very mild winters, so that's kind of a trade-off that we have here is mild winters and then hot, humid summers. If you're seriously considering moving to Tennessee, I recommend you come and take a visit out during the peak heat season, so that's going to be July and August, just to see if you're comfortable with the high temperatures that we have here. Another con that you need to consider is that Tennessee salaries are lower than the national average. As of 2023, the average annual salary in Tennessee is around $50,000 according to ZipRecruiter. Keep in mind that the Nashville metro area is going to have both higher salaries and higher cost of living than other cities in the state. Additionally, the unemployment rate that we have here is on par with the national average currently at 3.5%. To learn more about what jobs are in demand here in Tennessee currently, I have linked some resources in the description down below for you to check out. As I mentioned before, Tennessee is a very tax-friendly state, but one thing that you may not expect is a higher sales tax. Tennessee's sales tax is 7%, but you'll most likely be paying 9.5 to 9.75% depending on your local sales tax rate. So if you're not used to paying close to 10% sales tax on your purchases, then this may take some adjustment to get used to. My fourth con is that Tennessee's public transportation is very much lacking. This is something that residents have definitely been aware of recently as our growth has exceeded our infrastructure that we have in place. As we see more growth in our state, we also see more strain on our interstates, highways, and infrastructure as a whole. Nashville has a bus transit system called WeGo, which services the Davidson County area. This is the only public transportation method that Nashville has currently, so we don't have any subway systems to use. That means if you move to Tennessee, you'll definitely need a car because you cannot rely on the public transportation that we have here. Although every county in Tennessee has access to public transportation, it is limited to only bus services. Due to increased congestion on Tennessee roadways, Governor Lee has presented a strategic infrastructure plan to accommodate the state's record growth. All in all, as the state grows, we're going to need to think more about our public transportation and infrastructure, so that is something that you should be aware of if you're thinking of moving to Tennessee. My final con is that the state can be prone to natural disasters such as flooding and tornadoes. We recently just passed the 3-year anniversary of the 2020 Nashville tornadoes that caused fatalities and major damage to the area. There is a risk of possible tornadoes in any part of the state, so it's important to know the current tornado protocols seen here. And with the increased amount of precipitation at different times throughout the year, Tennessee is also prone to flooding. If a property is close to a river or body of water, it can be in what is considered a flood zone. And properties located in flood zones require flood insurance. Luckily, it is easy to find out whether a property resides in a flood zone or not using the interactive FEMA map. If you're thinking of moving to the south, you should know that hazardous weather is very common here, so you should stay up to date with weather alerts throughout the year. With that final con of living in Tennessee, that wraps up our video. Let me know in the comment section down below whether or not you're thinking of moving to Tennessee and where you're from. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you have any questions about living in Tennessee, then go ahead and book a call with me. You can find a link in the description box below. Thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.